guys at?
Little airport over there. Yeah, Santa Paula, right on down there. So, yeah, I mean, as you look to your left, you can see, I mean, this is what we fight all the time, you know, living right by the ocean. So, when we took off, it was marginal VFR. You know, you have a 1,000-foot ceiling, but it was, you could look up and see blue sky in certain spots. So you go, okay.
I just got to get this way.
I got to do a right, I got to climb. And the problem is with some airplanes, they don't climb quite as fast as a Cirrus, right?
No.
Some,
I'd have to do this.
You got to, yeah, spiral up or whatever, but you got to let, you know, tower know whatever your intention is. And oh, by the way, if you have a lot of, you know, pattern work, people out there, they're just staying in the pattern. Do you think they're going to let you just do spiral to climb? They're going to be like, get out of here, man. Wait till it's a VFR and then hit me up, you know? But yeah, so we had, you know, plenty of space. So I knew whenever I saw my right crosswind, I was like, we can definitely climb up to the ceiling of where, or the tops of those, you know, the marine layer is, and got right up over it. So easy. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm kind of leaning it out a little bit. So we're over 4,000. It wants to be at about 24. So let's give it what it wants. We're going on 5, so now we want to interpolate. So we'll go like around 23 gallons per hour. And you're doing this throughout
You're looking right here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have my fuel flow here, what we have used, our power, right? This is our remaining, and this is our time in flight. It says 2 hours. That's because we're climbing, and we're only, you know, our ground speed's 133 knots. So once we level out, you know, then all of a sudden, that will start to change. Oh, you know, yeah, you're going to be there faster, you know. It's going off of what our airspeed is right this moment.
What is our cruise altitude going to be?
Oh, we're going to go, actually, you just caught me on something. Usually this is something that I do on the ground. So we're going to go 10,500. Now, when we get to the point where we're going to cross over the Sierras, do you know what the rule is for oxygen?
I know that, I don't know. I just know it's a certain amount of time that you can be above something.
Yes. So you technically don't need oxygen if you are flying below 12,500. As soon as you hit 12,500 up to 14,000 feet, if you're up there for more than 30 minutes, then you're going to need supplemental oxygen. So when we get up to the point where we're going to climb a little bit more, we're probably going to climb to about 14 to clear all of the, you know, trees, because we're going to be over a very, very high spot.
Okay.
You know, in the Central Valley. So we'll get up high, and but we're not going to be up there for more than what, like 10, 12 minutes, and then we'll start to descend, and we'll be just fine. But if you start to feel like, oh man, I feel like I got a headache, or I'm feeling a little whatever, we're going to descend. Yep. Yeah, there's no messing around with that stuff.
So question here. Master switch, just all 5 of those, yeah?
25, not important.
Yeah,
no, 4, all 4 on the left.
We'd like
Yeah, so you have BAT 1, BAT 2, and then you have alternator 1, alternator 2, and then you have the avionics button. So if I turn this avionics button off, it's going to kill this and my stack here. This will still be on.
Okay, so if you went lights out and I couldn't do nothing, I'm going to follow this. I'm going to go full mixture, fuel mixture. I'm going to make sure I pitch the plane for 130 before I pull, or yeah, below 133 before I pull that.
Yeah.
And then do the handle. Fuel selector handle is, where's that? Here?
So yeah, you got left.
So off,
right.
I would just crank it either way, all the way over.
Yeah, you push it. You pull this up and then over. This little circle. You pull it up and then yeah.
And then restraint system. And would I, if I had time, would I be squawking 7,700?
Yeah, well,
down
yes,
here?
you can.
7,
yeah, definitely. So you just push 7700.
But we'll have flight following, so I would just declare.
Yeah, you declare an emergency. Hey, my pilot is out, and you might be able to just continue to fly it. You know what I mean? And if I start to come back too or whatever, but
yeah, that would be my first thing. I'm like, you're out, and it's more than just a situation where I'm not just My instinct would be to descend and hope you came back.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, hey.
Hey, dude.
Before I jack a chute.
Yep.
And land, I also wouldn't jack it here. I'd fly around to an open area.
There you go. Yeah, you want to find the flattest area, nothing congested. You don't want people in the way of this thing coming down. Because it's coming down quiet. There's no engine, there's nothing. Just a big parachute silently coming down out of the sky.
But landing here, you'd be screwed still potentially with the parachute.
Hell yeah, because once you touch down, you're probably rolling it on these jagged mountains, you know?
I'm sorry, sir, could you please repeat?
So does this say our AGL anywhere?
AGL, no. So you have MSL at this point, right? So 8,100, and we're continuing to climb.
9-4, go back. You do have additional traffic after 2 o'clock, 3 miles, westbound, 2,600 indicated, tapping on.
And we're looking for that too, 9-4 Quebec, negative contact.
All right, so what I've done is I've changed from a navigation heading or a navigation climb. You see my magenta line?
Yeah.
We're starting to get right of it now. And I'm looking at this mountain that's taller than this one.
You want to slip through here?
Yeah, I want to go towards the lowest point. Because, you know, here's the thing. We've got a couple of scooters in here. We got me and you. We got some fuel. We got everything. And it's not going to climb 1,200 feet a minute right now. You know what I mean? So, and I'm also giving it more of a cruise climb. So I don't want to overwork the engine, overstress it. So, yeah, I mean, you just do it a favor and just say, I'll make you climb a little less of a gradient than, you know, we're just going for straight up altitude, 105, and we're pitching up, you know. Because, will the plane do it? Yeah, but it's not going to be happy about it, you know. See, so every once in a while I'll pitch up a little bit, and we'll see our airspeed decrease. Our altitude is starting to increase a little more rapidly now. Our vertical speed indicator is now pinning up a little higher. So we'll do this for a little bit because we're just, you know, pumping up a little more altitude. And then in a second, we've got a little plateau here. I'll kind of push down, let the airspeed build up a little bit. Looking at my temperature gauge and just making sure everything is right where I want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely warm.
It's warm, yeah.
In the green.
Yep. I mean, it's always going to be there whenever you're climbing.
What percentage is there's some percentage for?
Yeah, so right now I'm
66%
power.
It's now moving to your 11 o'clock.
And that's because we're naturally aspirated. We don't have a turbo in this thing.
So even though you're at max power right now.
Still negative contact.
Yeah, it's only producing that.
Yeah, gotcha.
If we had a turbo, then that's going to be ranging somewhere closer to like 95 to 100.
Gotcha.
4 miles westbound, 3,000.
That's the beauty of a turbo. So my next airplane will be turbo. And oh, by the way, air conditioning.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, man.
You want this on for now? Cool us off.
Yeah, the heat's
That'd be
on.
horrible.
Yeah. Turn right 070.
All right, 9,500. So we're gonna go. It's gorgeous out right now, though.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of clear. You know, it's not too hazy. Look at all these jagged little hills and mountains and stuff. The stuff you'll never see if you're driving. You'll never ever get to see any of this stuff. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta, like, in between everything you're doing, just take it in, man. This is why you're taking your lessons. So that way you can do exactly the same thing we're doing right now. I mean, you want to take your wife and you want to go someplace. You want to go to New Koyama, you know you're going that way. You know.
Yeah, I'd probably bounce up and just take like the 33 and then cruise over to avoid all this in a Cessna. Takes so long to climb.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you can go like as if you're going towards Santa Barbara, and you only got to go up to 6,500. You can get up there quick in a Cessna, 6,500. That's no problem. All right, so we're almost to our cruise altitude. So we're 10,200. So let's just give a little pull, kind of get up there already. All right, cool. We're climbing. Get our engine page in. One more 100. Yeah, we're clear of everything now at this point. All right, so we'll push down, hit altitude. Now our magenta little V is going to hold our altitude, and you can hear the engine spooling up a little more. So let's pull the power back. So when we're this high, I like to be at about 55% power and leaner out to best economy, right? We're going a distance, we want to go best economy. Now let's take a look at how much fuel we've used so far. 6.3, so we've actually went over our 5.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to switch it over to the other tank. Now I'm going to...
And you still have the boost on because you're going to climb.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, good question. So my IFR flight instructor, who's a Cirrus, a CSIP, told me that, well, Cirrus is now saying leave your boost pump on. Now I don't know if that's, you know, true or not, but she's a very smart lady and she's been doing this a lot longer than me. And she said that she has had experience where she was flying over to like Arizona in a Cirrus and the engine quit because she was going off the checklist saying, okay, boost pump is off even when you're in a climb. And you're just switching to just leaning out your mixture as you're climbing through the altitudes. Well, she got to a certain point where the engine just quit, and luckily all she had to do was just enrich in the mixture and push the boost on. Boom, it fired right up. You know, but I mean, it's kind of freaky, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You don't want to be in your airplane and all of a sudden your power source is just like kaput. And you're like, what? You know, I've trained for this, but damn it, you know, this is the last thing you want to have happen. So we're at 19 gallons an hour, so we're going to pull this thing back.
We're inbound for camera, we have Yankee.
210 foot, good approach, continue inbound.
And I'm thinking it's probably going to be around 12 gallons an hour is where it's going to want to relax at. It's going to want to just burn about 12 gallons an hour. Then we're going to have much more range all of a sudden.
And what makes you think that?
Just experience. Okay. Flying at 10.5 often.
So you're going below this?
Oh yeah, that's full power.
Okay.
948 Echo Alpha, I'm going to go approach, I'm going to go up.
So we're at...
And what are we watching here?
So we're watching these temperatures going up. Now you see all these blues that are popping up?
Yeah.
This is... They're finding the peaks of the temperatures. Once it finds its last peak, it's going to start to cool down because you pull a little bit further back, and then this is going to change from last peak detected to best economy.
128.2.
128.2.
So we're, yeah, look at that. Best economy, we're at 11.2 gallons an hour.
Gotcha.
All right. So.
And you are, man, you're close to cutoff.
Yeah, but it will not cut off, even because with the boost pump on. I've made the mistake once of trying to turn off my engine when the boost pump was still on back in my training days. Too lean. So add a squirt of power. Best economy, boom, 11.5. That's what you want to see right there. You don't want to, you know, run it underneath that, you know, because it's just not good for your pistons. Yes, sir. Okay, so we have our best economy in. So right now we're flying like a little 152. You know, whenever you think about, okay, you're full power in a 152, you're going 105 knots. You know what I mean?
So 7 miles out, we have a plane that's 500 feet above us somewhere over here.
Yeah, but
they're far out.
They're
like 7
yeah,
miles.
They're pretty far away. They're, you know, if you want, what we'll do is we'll go just to get away from that. Let's go direct to Delano. Enter. Our magenta line is going to recenter, and then let's change it to nav mode. So now the plane is going to go off of heading mode to nav mode.
What was heading mode?
Heading mode is if you say I want to turn this airplane to a 350 heading. You can turn to a 350 and take off course. Let's say, for instance, you got...
But this nav is GPS.
It's all GPS. It's whatever is already uploaded from where our position is in this world to get to that intersection in the sky. It's going to take you straight to it, right? Now, let's say you're on a flight following and you're going over the top of, you know, you got LA to your right, you're flying east, you're going towards Arizona. Chances are ATC is going to vector you. They're going to say, hey, 381 Charlie Delta, turn 20 degrees to the left. So you're like, okay, well, I can't do that in nav mode. So now I'll recenter my course, and then I will turn it, my heading bug, to 20 degrees below what they asked for, and then I will hit my heading mode, and then all of a sudden my plane will turn towards the heading mode.
Gotcha.
And I'm doing exactly what ATC instructed me. And why are they doing that? They're doing it because they got heavies that are coming in, landing at LAX, and they don't want my little
the wake turbulence,
yeah,
you're in the way.
all that. You know, so, you know, they got your best interest at hand, and also all these big jets that are coming into LAX and Hawthorne and all that.
Nice, thank you.
Yep.
Ferdinand Tango, you ready to contact
So we started off with 26 left, 26 right,
2994.
and we started on left. We lost 6 gallons, so -6, and right now we're going from, we're pulling from the right tank.
130,
Unfortunately, my plane doesn't have a gas tank like these right here. These are erroneous. With the Avidyne system, it's not really telling you something that's true.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't go off of this. I go off of what I pulled from my pre-flight, and I know I had 26 gallons per side, which is a little bit more than tabs. And yeah, we could fly 3 hours with that.
So our airspeed there is saying 130. This is saying like 137.
Yeah.
But then our ground speed. So we have a tail. We have a
Yeah,
headwind.
Yeah. So here we go. From the 099er, we have 13 knot quarter tail, a quarter tailwind, quartering tailwind, right?
Okay.
So it's telling you, hey, you're getting pushed a little bit. So our airplane is kind of crabbing to the right of our course because it's shoving us in such a way. All right. So yeah, we do have a little bit of a tailwind, you know, which is better than a headwind any day. You know, it makes it better for fuel. Speed.
But we're actually going 163 knots, not 130.
Yes. Yeah, our ground speed from what GPS is picking up is we're doing 163 ground at 55% power, best economy. So if we
but
want
130 airspeed.
that's our indicated.
Right.
Yeah.
140.
Yeah, so that's our indicated. Then you have our true airspeed, and then you have our ground speed.
Okay. So one.
You're gonna find out how fast we're going over the ground.
Yeah.
In miles per hour. 164 knots.
64 times 1.15. 188. We're going.
Yeah, we're going 188 miles an hour over the ground. You know, in a straight line. We don't have to worry about, you know, stop and go traffic. We don't got to worry about any of that stuff. That is the beauty of flying, man. And you get to take in some of the most beautiful sights ever. And flying in California is just amazing.
That's the 5.
Yep, yeah, see, cool. You got the red 5 is telling you right here, we're going to cross over the 5 here in just a little bit. So let's check out our range. Let's zoom out a little bit. You got Bakersfield over here. Look at all these airports. You know, that could be emergency landing places.
Cleared for the RNAV.
So you're always thinking about
These
that.
are just strips, right?
Yes. So the circles mean that they don't have any, they don't offer you anything. You can't get fuel there, you know. So when you zoom in here, Bakersfield's a class Delta. So they offer, you know, all the services, you know, if you want jet, if you want 100 low lead or whatever, it's all there. And you got a tower. The blue ones are all towered airports. So all these magenta ones, you know that these are just non-towered airfields, right? So you're not going to talk to any tower to get granted permission to get into their airspace.
Gotcha.
But you want to be talking to the, you know, on the CTAP, you want to talk to whoever's out there, you know, because there's some bozos that don't even talk out in these areas. They just go, I'm going to go fly, and, you know, I don't need to talk to nobody.
Do we actually do flight following?
We actually didn't do it, man. You know, so we never picked up on it. We started talking, we started climbing, and, you know, we got outside of. If you wanted to find out what airspace you're in, this is easy. You can go to your flight, and you go, all right, well, we're close to this class Delta here, this Bakersfield, and you go to any of these. If you look and go, okay, where am I in this world? Okay, here we go. So let's look at Bakersfield, right? Now, if you go here and you go to their info, you can scroll and go to, well, here's Bakersfield approach, here's the departure, here's Los Angeles Center. This is who they would probably have passed me off to, is 127.1. So if you want, you go to 127.1 and buzz them. And just let them know, hey, here we are, and they'll find you. They'll probably have you ident. And just,
on this?
Yeah, on your transponder. Right now we're just flying
VFR.
1200 VFR.
And 198 is on top.
All right, but you know, there's not a whole lot of traffic out here right now. You know, it's pretty relaxed. Let's see. Let's go 127.1, and let's get them into the active. Let's listen for a second.
930 Golf Mike, flight level 210. Number 930 Golf Mike, LA Center, roger.
Oh, we got a plane right there.
Level 2567.
Be behind our wing in a second.
Is he really
Yeah,
close?
see him? No, he's going the other way. He's no factor, but see him at 4 o'clock?
Still looking.
Below us? Lower, like a couple thousand feet lower?
Oh, okay. So yeah, no factor. I mean, if he's a couple thousand feet, usually this thing won't buzz you until it's, you know, you got to be within 1,000 feet or so. Then it'll be like traffic, you know, and then you're looking for him. But you know, if he's a couple thousand feet, man, you know, to climb 2,000 feet takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Right. So it's really not much of a factor. You want to keep an eye on him? Yeah, you do. I mean, if you're always looking out for anybody who's out here.
Number 748 Charlie Mike, LA Center, altimeter 2994.
If you want to buzz down and talk to LA Center, see if you want to get some fly following.
Yeah, I'll listen.
All right, here we go.
Southwest 528, LA Center, normal speed.
You can't hear the pilot, but you can hear him. So I'm always trying to wait for it to be really quiet. That way I don't step on another pilot.
Gotcha.
You know? So it's been kind of quiet.
Southwest 2567, contact LA Center 128.37.
So that was him. Now that pilot is responding to that.
Number 113 Bravo Golf, climb and maintain 17,000.
7,000, 3 Bravo Golf.
So he was close enough to us to where we could hear him. So whenever you call out to these guys, you want to keep it short and sweet.
Gas 3401, LA Center, resume normal speed.
You'll say something like, LA Center, Cirrus 381 Charlie Delta VFR request. And then he'll go ahead with the request. 381 Charlie Delta is a SR22 slant Golf. We are northbound 10,500 requesting flight following to Mammoth. And then he'll go, okay, give a squawk code and so on and so forth. All right, so we're at 9 gallons used. We switched it.
You want to go to 12 probably.
There you go, 12. All right, let's talk to these guys. LA Center, Cirrus 381 Charlie Delta, VFR request.
Number 178 Lima, LA Center, roger. The VFR with request to stand by 1.
Stand by.
He's probably pretty busy. And getting flight,
Southwest 258,
getting flight following
528, contact LA Center
is
128.37.
dependent on how busy they are.
Yeah, they might be like, sorry, dude.
They might say, hey, try back in 20 minutes or something like that. So, yeah, VFR following is a luxury.
Right.
You know?
Gotcha.
Skywest 3401, climb and maintain flight level 190.
And you know why
He's
that
talking to
is?
Sky West right now.
Yeah.
We're nobody.
We're a nobody. So centers and all their approaches and all their main priority
Tanker 70, altimeter
is IFR traffic. So you have priority.
November 930 Golf Mike, descend and maintain 15,000, altimeter is 2994.
Down to 15,000 to 29940 Golf Mike.
Number 113 Bravo Golf, climb and maintain.
Mine's not showing all that stuff.
200.
Oh, you gotta fix your
This?
Yep.
Number 178 Lima, contact LA Center 132.5.
10,500. Look at all this, man. Look at all this country. Over the Central Valley. Oops, sorry. Let's close that.
Skywas 3401, climb and maintain flight level 230. Skywas 3401, contact LA Center 128.37.
Huh, still not showing the speeds. It was before Luke started messing with it.
Uh-oh.
65775, contact LA Center 128.37.
I'll figure it out later.
Another thing we're looking for is restricted airspace. We don't want to go flying through any of that stuff.
3 Bravo Golf, climb and maintain flight level 210.
210. Let's check our engine, best economy, everything looks good. Our essential bus, our main bus, everything is exactly how it needs to be. All of our engine instruments are in the green. We're not overspeeding on the manifold pressure.
The VFR earlier,
so yeah,
Charlie Delta, I believe. Can you say your call sign again?
Sure, November 381 Charlie Delta.
November 381 Charlie Delta, what's your position and altitude?
Our position is we are, I would say we are over Oildale, 10,500, and we were looking to see if we can get flight following if possible to Mammoth.
6541, roger. The November 381 Charlie Delta, what was the position? Give it relative to a VOR.
Oh, VOR.
Oh, VOR right here. Schaffner.
Okay, Shafter, so we're about...
we're 4 miles
west.
East, or west.
65401, contact LA on 32.5.
Yeah, 4 miles west, Schaffner.
Number 381 Charlie Delta, stay position.
We are 4 miles west of Shafter VOR.
At 10,500.
10,500, 1 Charlie Delta.
Number 381 Charlie Delta, squawk 7665.
Squawking 7665, 381 Charlie Delta.
I don't see where that airfield VOR is down there, but
yeah, it's 4 miles that way.
How far do you think 4 miles is?
Well,
don't say 4 miles.
Charlie Delta radar contact 3 miles northwest Shafter, 10,500. Altimeter is 2983. What's your type and destination?
2983. We are an SR22 slant golf, and we are going to Mammoth, KMMH. So you can
381 Charlie Delta, roger.
So you can pick up flight following pretty much anywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? At Camarillo, unfortunately, they don't provide it on the ground, so you can't take off already in flight follow mode. You have to switch over to Point Magoo. Yep, and then they'll grant you flight following again, as long as it's workload permitting.
We were close. We said 4 miles.
77 Zulu contact.
We were 3. He said.
Yeah, I mean, we're going off of the little 4 flight. You know what I mean? And 4 flight is not a...
Number 381 Charlie Delta, contact Bakersfield approach 118.9er.
118.9er, 381 Charlie Delta. All right, 118.9er.
Like, I'm getting rid of this guy.
Yeah, he's like, get out of here. You bother me. Little airplanes.
Like a little runway right there.
They're all over. Okay, so we gave it a minute. We didn't hear anybody, so he said Bakersfield approach, so we'll go Bakersfield approach, Cirrus 381 Charlie Delta, 10,500.
Cirrus 381 Charlie Delta, Bakersfield approach, Bakersfield altimeter 2983.
2983, 381 Charlie Delta. How hard is all that?
So you're
so
just leaving
easy.
the squawk?
Yes, that is our squawk code.
So they transferred that to them?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Yep, so as you're going through different airspace, they're passing you through. So I went, you know, when I'm flying up to like Lakeport in Northern California, I'll start at Camarillo and I'll fly over the mountains between, you know, like San Luis Obispo on the left, and you got the Central Valley on the right. You know, I'll go through SoCal approach, I'll go through NorCal approach, I'll go through Oakland Center, I'll go through all those before I finally get to my destination, you know. But they're all out there to kind of protect you, you know.
Yeah, you want to know something else?
What's that?
We're going to Mammoth.
I know, man. Mammoth. We got our little scooters.
You've never been, man. We got to, oh, man. It would be worth a 2-tripper almost. Take the baggage up, or take the people up.
Yeah.
Take the baggage up. I could wait with the bags. You can fly the girls up. Do an Airbnb. Oh, Mammoth is beautiful, man. I'll tell you what, September, October, blow your mind.
I believe you. Airports. Let's look up Mammoth. Because what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get some intel on where we're going. All right? So even if you don't have signal, you still have information as you know, regarding the airfield.
You mean like service?
Yeah, we have a very spotty service at 10,500. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this up. We're going to go, okay, look at our runway. You know, right now, from the last time, there was no wind info, so we're going to want to overfly the field. You know, unless we pick up something from their AWOS or ASOS, we'll figure out what that's going to be.
Like hearing another pilot saying they're runway 22, or I don't know the runway numbers.
Yeah,
but
then all you have to do is you go to taxiways, and then boom, I have Jeppesen, so it tells you right here, Hot Creek Aviation, that's going to be the only FBO on the field.
50 west, valid until 1855 Zulu. Hector area embedded thunderstorms moving from 120 at 20, top file 340.
I don't know what he said, a storm moving?
Yeah, there's a thunderstorm, so there's some convective energy somewhere out in this area.
It was raining in Mammoth when I woke up.
It was?
Yeah, but then it was just cloudy, I think. See if I could get weather on the...
Airline 34250, Big Shield approach, Big Shield 229 request.
Shows right now sunny.
So clouds are coming in.
Confirm Alpha 20 is your final destination.
Yeah, I mean, if you look out here, you don't see anything. It looks all clear right now. So you do see a little cloud cover over here, but I'm not seeing anything that's threatening at all dead ahead.
No, me neither. All right, so sorry, we have runway, what, 27 and 9?
Yeah. 4250, squawk 4704.
So 2029, you have the AWOS is 118.05, so I'm going to put that in there now. 118.05, there we go. And I'll switch over to that.
And
to get to this, we'd hit here.
Southeast of Lima 45.
Yes, if you wanted to hear that, you'd go to the COM 2.
Yeah, so this is duplicative.
Thank you.
Redundancy.
Yep. So this is COM 1, COM 2. So to get over, you can monitor COM 2 all you want while you're listening to the main. So your mic
How
is
would
set
you
up
monitor?
You're just,
right here.
Yep.
200 at 3 alternative.
That's your mic activation.
Yep.
Okay.
So
we're coming up on 12 here in a little bit.
Yep.
Would you want a smaller iPad than that?
No, I kind of like this.
This is just the regular one,
Yeah,
right?
because there are
I have
some,
the Big Daddy. It's too big.
there's some that would put an iPad right here, and it's like you put a little mini, but I don't like that. I want to see out this
same.
window. So I am just happy putting my iPad on my lap and flying. You know, it means nothing. Besides, this is mainly what you want to be focused on, not your iPad.
Right.
Your iPad, literally, it's an aid. It'll help you a little bit. But this is your stuff, right? Everything you need is right here. So you can go nearest, right? And you can find out, hey man, if we have a situation And look, we're 3.9 nautical miles away from Delano. So if we had an engine failure right this second, we have Delano. It's only 4 miles, so it's behind us. It's getting further away, but it's only 4 miles away. We got plenty of air.
We could maybe make that turn if you maybe, but I wouldn't want to try. But
southwest, your position orbiting altitude indicates 800.
But then it'll tell you, it'll give you the frequency and all of that. It's all there. The bearing.
Navajo 185 altitude level 1000.
This is wonderful. And if you want to, let's say airport info on Delano.
Aircraft calling on 118.9, are your steps on taken?
There you go. Your elevation is 316 feet. Your AWOS, your departure.
1851 Alpha Big Shell approach.
1432. It's all here. Back to nearest. Okay, let's check Porterville. Airport info. Boom. Runway 12 or 30 is in service. You have the AWOS. You have everything is all right here. So do you need an iPad?
And AWOS will tell you best wind for which runway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So
Automated
if they said
weather.
wind coming at 30, then you'd know to land on 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll tell you the favorable runway for that. Back to maps. Okay.
Air 381 Charlie Delta, contact Oakland Center on 123.8. Have a good day.
123.8, 1 Charlie Delta. Let's get it in, 123.8. Put it in the active. Oakland Center is who we're going to talk to. Again, I don't just go
Yeah,
to...
you're waiting.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Don't step on anybody. Oakland Center, good morning. Cirrus 381 Charlie Delta checking in, 10,500.
I have to jump off on the phone there. Who was calling?
Oakland Center, Cirrus 381 Charlie Delta checking in, 10,500.
Cirrus 381 Charlie Delta, Oakland Center, present altimeter 2908.
Was that 2983 for 1 Charlie Delta?
Cirrus 1 Charlie Delta 2981.
2981, 1 Charlie Delta.
That was hard to hear.
Very hard to hear. Turn him up a little bit.
Which one's volume up for top? Okay.
Right there.
And what's this one?
For the VOR. For VLOC. The localizers and VORs and stuff. If you want to chase a VOR, you're going to use down here.
Gotcha. Haven't done that yet.
925 Hotel, Oakland Center, the fast hope,
11.8. So we'll go 12.5 or so because we ran it to 6.3 on the other side. So 12.5. Switch it over to the other, and then we'll start going. No, you know what? I take that back. At exact 12, we'll switch it because then we're going to go off of 5 gallons each side from here on out. And it's easier to read it whenever it's
even.
Yeah. So we're on the right now. Close.
Cirrus 383 Charlie Papa, Oakland Center, the fast probe is altimeter 29 or 89er.
11.9.
Number 3 Charlie Papa, roger.
But unfortunately, this is what I have to do to maintain my fuel. I know where I'm at with fuel when I do it on my paper. Trusty old paper.
I think I'm always going to just get in the habit of writing notes.
12.
There's 770 Charlie.
Over to the left.
Center. Hello. Cross wiggle that name.
Everything's looking good. Nothing's really changing. Fuel flow is all the same. So yeah, that was good. We're all good there. All right.
The other guy?
So negative 6
Tango, step 5 for 95.
from our right.
375 Tango, right?
So
20 and 20.
yep, 20 and 20 left. We got plenty of fuel.
Now with autopilot on, if panic all of a sudden, like I could push forward or pull up and override it without hitting this down, right?
Yeah, I mean,
If I had to, it would.
yeah, but with autopilot on, you can manipulate. You can push it to the left. You can push it to the right. You should be able to overpower this thing.
Number 541
And
Hotel Foxtrot.
It'll put you back on its
westbound,
on its
500
bearing.
below you.
You know what I mean?
That was crazy how much quicker that was.
Papa Lima, traffic 12 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
1 mile southbound, carried 500.
All right. Last peak detected. So when we switch the
I
tanks,
think somebody said 5,500. Was that 40 Delta Alpha?
let's pull it back just a teeny bit.
Zero Delta Alpha, Oakland Center, the fast rope is altimeter 9 or 89er.
Best economy. Squirt in. Alright, cool. And I'd like to leave this screen on for a second.
That was 3324, is that a 7.3, climbing 10,000.
That was 3324, Oakland Center, climb and maintain, setup.
Yeah, whenever I,
30,
God dang, these guys are loud. Anytime I'm changing something, I leave my engine screen on a little longer, just so I can make sure that what I did wasn't too much.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I'll turn it back up again.
Say again, please.
2981.
Roger.
I think it'd be a clue when everyone's asking you to repeat that you might be a little bit quiet.
Oakland Center, Cirrus 247, Charlie Papa.
Number 247, Charlie Papa, Oakland
So there's 600 below us. Oh, this is all the way to 100 nautical miles.
Yeah.
Southwest of Bishop,
We zoom in.
500, en route to Hawthorne, California, VFR flight.
He's like 10 miles behind us over here.
Number 247, Charlie Papa, squawk 3612.
3612 for 7 Charlie Papa.
It is nice they just pass off all your info.
Yep.
I'm at 86 Hotel. Say the squawk that you wanted for us.
November 86 Hotel 4724.
Got it, thank you.
So our next altitude, we're going to go 14,000.
And do you keep a little oxygen tank in here just to be safe?
Actually, I do not. Not at the moment. I do not. I have those little small ones,
Yeah.
but I don't have one of those because I rarely ever go this high. But we're only going to go up for a very short period of time. We're not going to go up for very long. You know,
Just for that?
just to get over the Sierra Nevadas. You know, the Sierras here. You know, and we don't even have to go all the way to 14,000. You can fly with your eyes. So we're going to fly in between the peaks.
And
You know what
how
I mean?
high would you want to be above?
Mountain terrain,
Yeah,
you want to be above that stuff, man, by, I mean,
1,000 feet.
comfortably, yeah, but comfortably at least 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 is you're feeling.
247 Charlie
you're
Papa,
feeling
radar
good.
contact 25 miles southwest of Bishop. COR, stay altitude, type of aircraft, quit stuff tonight. I think I heard awesome.
247 Charlie Papa, we're at 15,500. We're SR22/Golf. And say the rest again, please.
Yep.
And we're coming from straight up sea level, so some people got it made when they're used to
Oakland Center, the San Luis Obispo altimeter 900 tree.
when they're used to 5,000 feet or whatever.
November 7 Charlie Papa, I was just making sure the destination was Hawthorne, AJ John.
Yeah, that's confirmed, but we're going to change that. Sorry, we switched home bases about a week ago. We're heading to Torrance. That's Tango, Oscar, Alpha.
November 7 Charlie Papa, roger, change to my frequency 123.8 if you're not already
So
there.
we went 12.
Okay, we're with you
So
on
our next change
123.8, 7 Charlie Papa.
would be at 17. Yeah, like I say that stuff out
November
loud,
875,
so that way
contact Fresno,
I can remember.
9.6.
Yeah.
Smart.
9.6. 875 Tango, next ground.
November 4786 Hotel.
That's
Alpha,
realistically
altitude
25
portion of your
minutes.
transponder
Yes.
recycle.
At what we're leaned at,
Oh yeah,
our fuel flow.
yeah. I mean, typically half hour between intervals. That's pretty typical. But I like to go off of fuel flow.
Yeah, smart.
Because if you're in full power,
Center, citation
you're burning through fuel way more than you are in cruise.
Climbing to flight level 230, we're direct rebirth.
So we got 30 minutes left.
381 Charlie Delta, traffic 11 o'clock, 1 mile southbound, altitude and type unknown.
Looking, 1 Charlie Delta.
Traffic.
11 o'clock, 1.4 nautical miles. 11 o'clock. Where the hell are you?
November 808 Tango Sierra, Oakland Center.
Right there.
Where?
Right, there's no factor. Below our wing now.
Wow.
Cirrus 247 Charlie Papa, we're going to drop down to 13,500.
November 247 Charlie Papa, roger, report up.
So we're going to go 500 feet a
November
minute.
247 Charlie Papa, roger, report up.
Add a little bit of power here. or add a little bit of throttle or mixture, and we're going to go full power. And let's go.
West 3324, contact Oakland Center 134.3.
We're going into a climb now.
3437, thanks for your help.
Oscar 0 Charlie Charlie, contact northbound approach 17.15.
And what's the time that you could be up there before you need to be back down to 10,500?
30 minutes.
Or 12,000, right?
12,500 to 14,000 feet, you got 30 minutes. And the thing we have going for us is we have clear daylight. So whenever you're
Number 252,
in
Papa
the
Lima,
day,
contact northbound approach 17.15.
you're using less oxygen, believe it or not. At night, you need more oxygen to see better.
Huh.
That's the weirdest thing, but it's truth. So at night, that changes.
Number
you know.
8, Juliet Papa, change to my frequency 13.8 if they're not already there.
I'm on 23.8 for 238 Juliet Papa.
Number 3, get Papa cut.
Is that how far I could glide?
So it looks like, yeah. Based on altitude and terrain around you.
So a mile. That's it.
November 81166,
I'm turning back
the path road,
that way.
altimeter 2989er, stay altitude.
Atta baby.
Then trying to land that way because of the wind.
Well, that's just because we're up high. And when we get lower, that wind will change.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep. It's only that because we're, 11,000 feet.
You know what lake this is?
I think it's Lake Kauai by Visalia.
So that was one difference in the newest model of the Cirrus is you're like lean to peak and everything.
Yeah.
There's a little leveler here just like that,
Cirrus
but
247 Charlie Papa, we're level 13,500.
but it's doing all cylinders at once, and there's just a little gauge here.
Yeah.
With just a little red line that you always try to adjust to.
I had to jump
So
off
it's like
on
a
the
little
there. Let's
constantly evaluate.
November 35 Tango Bravo.
That's cool.
85 Oakland Center, the path road was altimeter 989er. Hello?
Yeah, so for me, I'm looking at this graph here.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this to match this, right? So when we get to 12,000, it's asking for 18 gallons an hour. Right now, we are just under that. We're at 19.6, so maybe we could reduce a little bit.
November 5772 Romeo, contact northbound approach 124.52.
Just constantly little
November
small corrections.
9652 Kilo, change to my frequency 11.5.
So we're 28 minutes in and we're more than halfway.
24 is up on 123.8.
I'm sorry?
We're 28.
Cirrus
Hold on.
Manor 48 Echo Alpha, Oakland Center, the path road was altimeter 9er.
We're 27 minutes into the flight and we're more than halfway, right?
West Coast
No.
24, change to my frequency.
This is what we have left.
123.8, I don't know.
West Coast 24 is
27
up on
minutes?
123.8.
Yep, we have 27 minutes left in this flight.
Oh, gotcha.
Break, anybody else?
But that's because we're in a climb. Our ground speed is a little lower, Once we level out, the airspeed will go up again and this will start to dwindle down
Adjust.
a little bit. Yep.
Cessna 216 Romeo Golf, contact Santa Barbara approach 1772.
God's country, man. It's absolutely gorgeous out there.
Morning Oakland, Centurion 6168 November, 9,500.
So while we're up here, we can look for
Pass
the
on your
lowest.
request.
Yeah, I'm like thinking right there.
Yeah, like right through here area. So we can switch from nav mode into heading mode and auto fly her through the smaller peaks. But we'll see how it goes. When you're looking at the maps, even on 4Flight, it'll give you like the peak of
Centurion 6168
the areas, and they're all like 13.8, 13.3, 13,
Centurion 6168
all that.
November, Oakland Center, the
But there's certain areas where it's lower than that. It's 11,000,
Good morning.
12,000. And you can just scoot right through there. The one thing you might catch is a little bit of turbulent air,
Right.
We got a 14-knot tailwind climbing these mountains. So in a climb, we're going 153 knots. Ridiculous. All right, so let's go ahead and pull a little bit of this power back.
Juliet Papa Center at Greaser.
Yeah, we're hauling pretty good, man. I really do love Cirrus, man.
Yeah.
November 57247, contact Los Angeles Center 119.
Our heading.
05.
There's a little landing strip right below us.
No way.
875 Tango with you at 95.
November 875 Tango, Oakland Center, Bakersfield, altimeter 298.
Imagine the
875
landing on that.
2982.
2982, 875 Tango.
What is your touchdown speed in this?
November 605 Romeo
I'll
Mike,
pitch in for
contact
85 or
Bakersfield
so.
approach 118.
I mean,
Name is Takeoff then?
in the book.
Or you pull at 75?
Yeah.
85 is, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I could pull between 70 and 75, my rotate speed. I like to go a little faster, you know. On my approach, it reads 80. I like to go a little faster. You know, the only time I'm going to go 80 is if I have a really, really short field, you know, and there's no, like, breezes or gusts or anything like that that, you know, are fooling my indicated.
Corvallis 6
you know.
Alpha, correction, Corvallis 6336 Alpha, contact NorCal approach 14.5.
Yeah, I kind of like right there.
All right, so let's go.
Because right there, it's a little bit, but not as low. Still got snow, and you could, there's some little hump behind it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what's behind that fog.
So let's do it. Our heading bug is over here. Let's do it, and she's going to turn.
Citation 8 Juliet
Towards
Papa,
our heading.
contact Los Angeles Center 17.1.
127.1 LA, 238 Juliet Papa, good day.
And so at this point, with heading mode on, it's not going to automatically turn for us. It's only going to stay in the
Number
heading we told it to
381
do.
Charlie Delta, we're going to lose you on radar and radios here in about miles. Radar service terminated, squawk VFR, change to advisory, frequency approved.
All right, frequency change approved. Switch squawk VFR and 1 Charlie Delta. All right, so squawking VFR. So we're all alone out here.
And we're already on the airport.
Foothills 47 Oakland Center, cross
Mammoth
table,
is-
maintain 10,000, the Montreal.
We have the AWAS.
Center 1.
For them. So there's the info.
Command to you, 819 Papa, checking in at 7,500.
Command.
There it is.
122.8?
Yep.
Air traffic, skydivers in the air, 3,000 and below, do not over. Field, 2 canopy.
Zoom out a touch. Just keep that in our view. $16.5.
I assumed that we were going to go out.
That's annoying.
Can you hear me now? I was assuming we were going to go out and go like up 395 and then come in. I didn't know we were going to go
Well,
right
the
over
problem with that is restricted airspace. It's all red right here. So we'd have to fly all the way out darn near Nevada and then double back and come back into Mammoth.
I guess they do military stuff here, huh?
Yeah. The river below us. Wow, look at all these lakes, man. Got some beautiful lakes out here. Really big one over here.
Charlie 2 Zurich off, overhead midfield, left traffic 30 Madera.
Madera, we're picking up Madera right now.